I'm good. So, how was your trip in India? To here. No, your trip here. What did you stay in Boston? Did you end up staying in Boston? That's horrible, yeah. But yours was okay. That's good. Excellent.
Dhiraj for the paper entitled Fracture in Single and Bicrystals of Zinc, Experiments and Computational Models. And to present this award, I would like to invite his advisor, Professor Sharvan Kumar, to come to the stage. You should know that I believe it's correct that you have a speech to give tomorrow. Is that right? At the graduate ceremony? It's not often that they choose an engineer for development, but he will be the speaker at tomorrow's graduation. Well, let me start by saying congratulations to Dhiraj, but also to all the other students who are going to be marching today to collect their diploma. Congratulations, you all earned it. This is one of the high points of being a faculty in Brown Engineering, to actually participate actively in the business process. Dhiraj came to us to Brown in the fall of 2002 from the Indian Institute of Technology in Gujarat, which happens to be my alma mater also. And he now works for Abacus. He's been there since last fall. And you heard a little bit about his thesis, but there are two or three things about Dhiraj that you may or may not know. He's also an outstanding ballroom dancer. And but in his second year, Clyde Bryce, who's now the Vice President of Research Chemistry, in fact, your student, if he doesn't find a job in material science after he graduates, he should start his own dancing classes. He's also an accomplished guitarist, and some of his favorite hobbies include hanging around at the GCB. But at the end of all this, I'd really like to say congratulations, and for a job really well done.
Our next student is
Vishal came to us from IIT. He brought a wealth of good background with him, and he worked on a range of problems, ranging both from experimental, delivering codes to some of our external fundees, to the very theoretical. So he's had a very broad span. It's been truly a pleasure to work with him. And he's also an avid basketball player. And you find them in the gym at 5:30 playing pickup basketball games. So he's a good person for the new graduate students to look up to, and that's not just in terms of physical height. Congratulations. Sheldon has asked that they're both in his group to present them at the same time. So let me bring up Abhishek Kotari and Sunil Mandalara.
Okay, there's a story why I'm doing both of these gentlemen together. One reason is that Abhishek didn't send us any pictures. So these are actually Sunil's pictures with Abhishek and a couple. That's not the real reason. The real reason, Abhishek and Sunil actually went to high school together. When they graduated from high school, they both scored quite well on the national exam. They both went to IIT in Mumbai. If I understand correctly, still IIT Bombay officially. And then when they graduated from IIT, they were thinking about graduate school. Originally, Abhishek was going to come to Brown, if I remember, and he sort of had to talk Sunil into it. But they both came under the premise they were going to work in a different research group. They got here, they both ended up working in my lab, sort of by happenstance. If that's not enough coincidence yet, when they went to graduate last year, Abhishek had a job at Intel. Sunil actually thought, this is sort of like their story coming to Brown in the first place. Sunil thought he was going somewhere else. In the end, Sunil also took a job at Intel. So this is now the fourth place they have been in a row, and I just thought sort of ceremonially I should give them their flutes together. So they did actually do very different things for their PhD thesis work, which I won't go into the details of. It was a pleasure to work with both of them, really, and we miss you already, but they've moved on to better things. So thank you.
And I'd like to say a few words. As I mentioned, Nikhil did his thesis with Professor Shinoy. I did that. But I also had the great honor of getting a chance to work with him. Nikhil's great because he's very good theoretically, but he also can speak to us as an experimentalist. And he actually, I think, seems to enjoy hearing about experimental work. So, and in fact, he kind of bounced around between the two groups a little bit because he worked on projects that Vivek and I were collaborating on. So it was a real pleasure to get a chance to work with him. His thesis was on excellent stuff on thermodynamics and kinetics of strain-induced self-assembly on crystal surfaces, but that's not the stuff we worked on together. Didn't make it into his thesis. Nikhil came from IIT in Bombay, and he worked on the MERSEC program, looking at the self-assembly of structures due to the strain in them. It's the kind of stuff that they're just do wonderful things on, where they look at how things organize themselves due to the kinetics and the different strain fields involved. He stayed on, because he did such a nice job, he stayed on as a postdoc, so he's still with us. We're still getting a chance to work with him. And I also just wanted to mention briefly that I just heard that he was engaged this week, so it's been a big year for Nikhil.